Thank you very much.
Let me, through you, congratulate the new king, King Charles II. I didn't have the opportunity to do that personally, even though I sent a letter for condolence. And we wish him a very successful tenure, even though it's a lifelong tenure. But to us, what happens in Britain has significance to Nigeria. Indeed. Because of the relationship, long-term relationship that we have had. And also to congratulate you on the new Prime Minister. Without doubt, the world is changing. And everywhere, people look for those who can provide solutions. And it's a lesson to us in Nigeria particularly that we should at all times look for leaders who can deal with the issues that affect us rather than emphasize on other sentiments. It doesn't matter where my president should come from. What should matter is whether my president can deal with the issues that affect my lives and the lives of the people that I represent. And this is something that the world should learn all over, because it makes more sense that the world is seen as one, that humanity is seen as one. Having said that, let me say that I wish you well wherever you are going for another tour, but I feel a little bit sad that you are going because I think we have formed a personal and informal relationship. Having attended Cranfield.
Indeed.
Cranfield University, even though I different parts of the institution. But I feel that you have done a very good job. You have linked up, you have connected, you have networked. We enjoyed working with you in the Senate and indeed in the National Assembly. And one aspect that I can easily recall is our work on the amendment of the electoral I think I receive a lot of pressure from you and of course from. But with the benefit of hindsight, I think we have done a marvelous job in the amendment to the Electoral Act, and today Nigerians can see the benefit. And I must take this opportunity to commend the members of the 9th National Assembly, the Senate and the House, for doing a lot of work, legislative interventions that have made so many segments of our lives better. We still have a lot of challenges like you have mentioned, but I think the stability we have enjoyed in the National Assembly and the stability in the relationship between the National Assembly and the executive arm of government has helped in making us do better than previously. And I believe that going forward, the 10th National Assembly can define how it wants to go. But I believe that there is always need for stability within the parliament itself. That is to say that there must be a partisan approach to issues, that the national interest should define where and when to do what. And I also feel that the national interest should define the relationship between the executive and the legislature, regardless. And if that is done, I think the ultimate beneficiaries will be the Nigerian people. We have said this, and that does not stop disagreements, but should be disagreements in the interest of the people, not any other sentiment or interest. So I believe that we have some outstanding issues to deal with in the near future when the new administration will come in. But we still have about 2 months for this administration to finish its tenure, and I believe that we still have issues like security to fix. We have to do a lot. It doesn't matter even if we have 1 day left. We still are responsible for making the security situation better in Nigeria, and I believe that with the commitment of the presidency and the National Assembly, we can improve the situation before the final days of the administration. I also believe that the economy needs to be given further um, attention. We need to improve on our revenue generation, collection. We need to reduce the borrowing because the cost of borrowing is high, and when we spend over 90% of our revenues in servicing debt, I think it's not the kind of situation that we would like to continue with going forward. So there are challenges, and it's not for us to wait for the next administration to come and fix. It's for us to continue to do whatever we can to see that the situation is made better and the next administration inherits something better. Finally, let me, on a personal note, say that this is my seventh consecutive election into the National Assembly, and I believe that the 10th National Assembly will have many experienced legislators, both in the Senate and the House, but with 70% of the senators and members elect being new, the call I would make here is for the next National Assembly to ensure fast and serious capacity building as quickly as we can, because we need to bring into form that the members of the parliament will be able to kickstart immediately. So we have to make every possible effort to provide for capacity building for our colleagues, especially those who are new. And since 70%, it's almost 70%, that means we just have to spend a lot of resources. And I will take this opportunity to say that the National Assembly needs a lot more resources for it to be in the kind of form and shape that will provide the kind of service, parliamentary service to the Nigerian people. I know that some people say, well, National Assembly has a lot of money. I don't think National Assembly has the kind of money people are talking about, because if you want democracy, you have to pay for it. Yep. And we have chosen the presidential system, and as long as we practice it, we have to pay for it. So thank you very much, and I wish you all the best as you go back home and maybe go on another tour. But
insecurity, so a few lows but many highs, and I've had overall a wonderful experience here in Nigeria. I've made many very good friends, have developed some really important strong working relationships, including with you personally, and I want to thank you for all the support you've given me and my team, all the many bills you've helped navigate through Parliament, which is of course the foundation of the whole governance process. You know, it's what goes on in the Parliament and the Senate is really the foundation of a democracy. And I think you've done an amazing job, and we've worked very well with you on all of that. So this is really just for me to say farewell, to say thank you. But not the end. I hope we'll continue to, whatever role you move into, I'll be certainly watching Nigeria very closely, and I hope my successor, Richard Montgomery, will be able to forge a strong relationship with you in your new position as Senator-elect. And yeah, so it's really just to say thank you and farewell. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, my name is Catriona Laing. I'm the outgoing British High Commissioner to Nigeria.
What memory are you going away? What memory of Nigeria are you going to? A new destination?
Well, it's obviously the most amazing people. I've travelled a lot across Nigeria to all of the geopolitical zones. I've made very good friends. I've danced everywhere I've gone. I love Nigerian music and dancing. The culture here is just so rich, so diverse. Secondly, Nigerian politics is just fascinating. I was here for the last election, and I finished with this election. And I've been impressed with Nigeria's democratic journey. Yes, there have been some setbacks, but overall, I see this as positive, and Nigerians should be proud. Your electoral map looks very different from when I arrived in 2019. There have been some tough times. We had COVID. Obviously, insecurity has got much worse since I've been here. But Nigerian people are incredibly resilient, very entrepreneurial, in senior positions all over the world, and I remain very optimistic for Nigeria's future. So it's been a wonderful tour. I'm very sad to be going, but because the UK-Nigeria partnership is so strong and it's a short flight, I'm going to be coming back.
Who is coming after you?
Why you visited the Senate President?
This was a farewell call. I'm doing a set of farewell calls because I'm leaving on the early in April, so I'm doing my farewell calls. So,
Talking more of Nigerian politics, you say that it's fascinating. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's fascinating just to watch it, but what I really wanted to get across was that Nigeria is the biggest democracy in Africa. Nigeria is one of the most important countries in Africa, so the world watches your progress to democracy. And although there were, some disappointments in this election, I think overall Nigerians should be proud. Since 1999, you've stuck with democracy, and that cannot be taken for granted because you look at the region as a whole. A lot of countries have had coups, presidents who refuse to step down. The electoral map here looks very different. You're moving to a three-party system, maybe even four. And I think Nigerians overall should recognize their vote does count.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.